13 traits of a high-value man that separates him from everyone else. All men have intrinsic value. Everyone deserves love, respect, and consideration. This isn't about assigning an arbitrary hierarchy to men. Instead, these are traits that we can recognize and celebrate in men. A man who possesses all of these traits will likely be healthier in relationships and, for this reason, is a desirable partner. When it comes to being a man, there are character traits that sets you apart from others and make you a truly high-value man. The good news is that every single trait on this list can be developed. Consider it aspirational if you like, but let's talk about the traits that are appreciated in men. True power lies in being a high-value man, not in caped crusades or supernatural strength. And guess what? It's not as elusive as it seems. Unlocking this persona is about embracing authenticity, nurturing emotional intelligence, and developing resilience, among other traits. Now, 13 traits of high-value men. 1. A high-value man has a purpose. The high-value man knows what he wants. He isn't trying to figure out who he is. He's done that work. He knows who he is, and he knows what he wants. He's got purpose and a drive to meet it. He's not going to define himself by his partner or the relationship. One of the most noteworthy traits of a high-value man is that he has clear goals and achieves them. He's not the kind of guy who sits around and waits for things to happen to him. A high-value man is intentional about his time and energy because he knows wasting them won't get him anywhere, whether that's climbing the ladder at work or seeking a partner and family. Importantly, a high-value man isn't single-minded towards his goal. He balances his work with meaningful relationships, hobbies, and relaxation. A high-value man's purpose and motivation also come from within himself. He's confident in what he wants and leads instead of follows. The life of a man without a purpose is like a ship adrift at sea without a compass or a map. It could sail for years and never reach a meaningful destination. A high-value man understands that you must have a destination in mind in order to be truly effective. 2. He supports his family and friends. A high-value man isn't a lone wolf whose only goal is to help himself. As he works his way to the top to support himself and his family, he brings others up with him. He'll stay late after work to help a coworker, donate his time or money to a community organization, praise and encourage his partner, family, and friends. A high-value man sticks by his friends through thick and thin. He doesn't brook betrayal and backstabbing. If you get sick, disagree with him, have a hard time or are apart for a long time, he's still got your back. He will stick by and support his friends no matter what happens, and he will look after them however he can. This includes financially helping out when necessary, taking friends to doctor's appointments, helping research topics that friends need to know about, and offering timely advice. A high-value man doesn't put himself above all others. He keeps his ego in check and understands the importance of supporting people around him. 3. He embraces authenticity. The high-value man lives by the principle of authenticity. He understands that true value is in being oneself without any pretense or facade. He doesn't shy away from his quirks or unique traits, rather, he embraces them as a part of his unique identity. He doesn't change his colors to blend in with the crowd. His honesty and genuineness become a beacon, inspiring others to also live their truth. In a world often veiled in superficiality, his authenticity shines bright, making him a magnet for genuine relationships and opportunities. 4. He respects women and sees them as his equal. A powerful sign of a high-value man is that he is respectful of women and also considers them his equal. He won't have prejudice against women running through his dialogue about the opposite sex. He understands that the world isn't a fair or equal place, but he is doing his part to move toward that end. Because of this, a high-value man doesn't expect the woman in his life to be his cook, maid, nanny, or minder. He sees her as an equal partner and will work equally in the relationship with her. 5. He's loyal. The high-value man is fiercely loyal to the people he loves. He'll step up to defend them, and he's not going to tolerate anyone in his life who can't be respectful of those relationships. This doesn't mean that he keeps people in his life who aren't good for him. It does mean that he will strongly value and protect all his relationships with unflinching loyalty. Because he pairs this with healthy values, he understands he can love someone and be loyal to their memory if they are no longer a good fit in his life. 6. He's financially responsible. Another key trait of the high-value man is that he is financially responsible. In a changing economy, this can be a sensitive topic. This doesn't mean he's wealthy. It does mean that he takes care of his financial responsibilities. If he has debt, he pays it on time. If he has a job, he faithfully shows up for it. He's managing his money, not the other way round. He knows what a budget is and how to use it, and he's not living so far outside of his means that he'll never get his head above water. This is important. Even when someone has gone through a financial setback, how they move ahead is important. Are they making good decisions with their money or not? This is a big consideration when considering partnership. A high-value man is capable of financial independence and will be responsible with his income. 7. He takes care of his appearance. He'll also take good care of his appearance. The high-value man cares about personal hygiene and grooming. He isn't slovenly, and whether his style is t-shirts and jeans or a full suit, he looks nice and probably smells good too. The thing about personal hygiene is that a lack of it can communicate a lack of self-respect and self-esteem. Someone who isn't taking good care of themselves might not be ready to be a full partner in a relationship. 8. He creates his own happiness. He isn't looking for someone to complete him. Instead, he completes himself. The high-value man knows that he is responsible for his own emotional well-being. He doesn't look for it outside of himself. This is important. He's not going to put the responsibility for his happiness in his partner's hands and then hold it against them when he isn't happy all the time. He'll take care of his needs and assume they'll take care of theirs. Then, together, they'll be in a good place to take care of each other by nurturing the relationship. 9. He is honest. A man can't be high value and dishonest with himself or others. It's just not possible. Honesty is so important. The high-value man isn't going to lie, not even by omission, but he's not the kind of person who will tell the truth in an unkind way either. His honesty includes an element of kindness so that even if the truth hurts, you know it came with the best possible intentions. 10. He is reliable and consistent. A high-value man is both reliable and consistent. He does what he says he'll do, and he consistently communicates. He's not in the habit of letting other people down if he can avoid it. In fact, his partner won't have to wonder how he feels about them because he is consistent in telling and showing them. 11. He has integrity. One of the sexiest traits in the high-value man is all his delicious integrity. He knows who he is, what he stands for and believes, and he actually practices it. This isn't a man who's going to use anyone for his own purposes. That would be outside of his personal code. He lives by what is right and wrong, but he's capable of seeing nuances and not just in black and white. 12. He's intelligent. Intelligence is sexy. The high-value man is capable of having conversations that go so much deeper than work and the weather. He's always learning and maintains his curiosity. Talking to him is never boring. He has something to say, and he won't just talk to hear his own voice. 13. He's into self-improvement. The high-value man is also all about self-improvement. He's learning and growing as a person, not remaining stagnant through his lifetime. He doesn't just embrace ideals, he lives them. This isn't to say that he doesn't have faults. We all do. He just works on them rather than expecting everyone in his life to deal with his issues. Conclusion. A high-value man is a multifaceted individual whose traits extend far beyond surface-level characteristics. Self-awareness, emotional intelligence, confidence, resilience, integrity, ambition with purpose, continuous learning, generosity, leadership, and adaptability form the pillars of his character. As we strive for personal growth and meaningful connections, embodying these traits can guide us on a journey toward becoming high-value individuals capable of leaving a lasting, positive impact on the world. Thank you for staying right to the very end. See you next time. Until then, keep being a high-value man.